Go on, go. But can I say one thing? Having met you two, it's pretty clear that for, what's his name, Benjamin, there are mitigating circumstances.
When you murdered that hamster.
Murdered?
Yes.
I murdered the hamster.
Yes. You've done your best to make us feel guilty, but your virtue went straight out the window once you decided to be a killer.
I absolutely did not murder that hamster.
Worse, you left it shivering with terror in a hostile environment. That poor hamster is bound to have been eaten by a dog or a rat. That's true. That is true.
What do you mean that's true?
It's true. What are you trying to say? It's appalling what must have happened to that creature.
I thought that hamster was going to be happy to be liberated. I thought it was going to run off down the gutter jumping for joy.
Well, it didn't, and you abandoned it.
I can't touch those things. For fuck's sake, Ronnie, you know very well I'm incapable of touching that whole species.
He has a phobia about rodents.
That's right. I'm frightened of rodents. I'm terrified of snakes. Anything close to the ground, I don't want it near me, so that's the end of it.
And you, why didn't you go out and look for it? Because I had no idea what happened. Michael didn't tell us, me and the children, that the hamster had escaped till the following morning. But I went out immediately. I walked around the block. I even went down to the basement.
Veronica, I find it intolerable to be on trial all of a sudden over this hamster saga, which you've seen fit to reveal. It's a personal matter which has nothing to do with anybody else's business and which has nothing to do with the present situation. And I find it incomprehensible to be called a killer in my own home.
What's your home got to do with it?
My home. The doors of which I've opened wide. The doors of which I've opened wide in the spirit of reconciliation to these people who ought to be grateful to me for it.
It's wonderful the way you keep patting yourself on the back. Do you feel any guilt?
I feel no guilt whatsoever. I've always found that creature repulsive. I'm ecstatic that it's gone.
Michael, that's ridiculous.
What's ridiculous? Have you gone crazy as well? Their kid beats up on Henry and I get shit on because of a hamster.
You behaved very badly with the hamster. You can't deny it.
Fuck the hamster!
You won't be able to say that to your daughter this evening.
Bring her on. I'm not going to let myself be told how to behave by some 9-year-old snot-nose.
100% behind you there. Pathetic.
Careful, Veronica. You be careful. I've been extremely restrained up to now, but I'm 2 inches away from crossing that line.
What about Henry?
What about Henry?
Isn't he upset?
If you remember, Henry has other problems.
Henry was less attached to Nibbles.
Stupid name as well.
If you feel no guilt, why do you expect our son to feel any?
Let me tell you something. I've had it up to here with these idiotic discussions. We try to be nice. We bought tulips. My wife passed me off as a liberal, but I can't keep this bullshit up anymore. I'm not a member of polite society. What I am, and always have been, is a fucking Neanderthal.